Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to discuss about the first very important chapter, that is about Introduction to Economics. So already we discussed about these all interesting things. They are introduction, basic problems of an economy, types of economies, positive and normative economics, micro and macro economics. And one more important topic is covered here, that is production possibility curve. So let us begin with the first important point, introduction. So in the introduction part, we discussed about the meaning of an economy, functions of an economy, and the basic concepts of an economy. So what is an economy? It is a mechanism in which the resources of the country are used in a systematic way to produce goods and services. And what are the important functions of an economy? The basic important functions of an economy are consumption, production, distribution and exchange. And before going to study these all very interesting things, it is better to understand the basic functions of an economy and the meaning of an economy. And one more interesting point is there, that is the basic problem of an economy. And what is that basic problem of an economy? We all know that human wants are unlimited and resources are limited. So the question arises, how to distribute these scarce limited resources to fulfill unlimited wants. And we also know that human wants are not only unlimited, so there is no end for human wants. If one want is satisfied fully, and definitely another will crop up. So there is a question how to tackle this problem. So on the one hand, unlimited wants are there, and on the other hand, limited resources are there. And these limited resources are having alternative uses. So the question arises how to manage between these two concepts. So nothing is there. A very interesting point is given here, that is the problem of choice. So we have to make a choice to tackle the basic problem of an economy. So come to the next point, that is a very interesting one, basic problems of an economy. So this concept is also discussed. So what are the basic problems of an economy? Basically there are three basic problems of an economy. They are what to produce, how to produce and for whom to produce. So these all basic problems of an economy, and the nature of these all are different from one economy to another. So before going to know the types of economies, just we try to understand the basic problems of an economy. So the first one, what to produce. And this what to produce includes the very interesting concept. That concept is the necessity of the people living in that country, and according to their needs, so the production that is decided. And the second one, how to produce. How to produce, this is a technical question or technical problem, and this is related to the methods of production function. And there are different methods of production functions are there. Example, labor intensive production function, and another one, capital intensive production function. So the question arises, so which method of production is suitable for which country? Take for example, in country like India, better to adopt labor intensive technology, because in India more of labor force is available. And on the other hand, capital intensive production function. And capital intensive production function means nothing but more use of, that is, capital. So which is suitable to that particular country, the economy has to decide. So first one is what to produce, second one is how to produce, and third one is for whom to produce. Friends, we all know that in different economies of the world, or in every economies of the world, there are different groups of people are living. Their income level is different, their taste is different, and their consumption pattern is different. And the economy has to tackle or to light on these all very interesting things. So For whom to produce? That depends upon the income level of the people and consumption pattern of the country. Then come to the next very interesting point, third one, types of economies, which we already discussed. So just try to understand once again. There are three different economies of the world. The first one, that is socialistic pattern of economy, and that is also known as centrally planned economy. The second one, capitalistic economy, that is known as market economy. And the third one, mixed economy, that is nothing but the golden mixture of the socialistic features and capitalistic features. So what do you mean by that is socialistic or centrally planned economy? So we already discussed the features and how the basic problems are decided in that particular economy. So what is socialistic or planned economy? Here the economic decisions are taken by the central authority or central government of the country. And the second one, that is capitalistic economy, known as market economy. And here the economic activities of the economy determined according to the market forces. And we know that there are two interesting market forces. One is demand and another one is supply. And according to demand and supply, the economic activities of the country are decided. And the third one, that is the mixed economy, that is the mixture of socialistic features and capitalistic features. And I want to give you the best example of mixed economy in the world, that is our economy, Indian economy. So Indian economy is a mixed economy, and here both the sectors of the economy are working together. They are public sector and another one private sector. Both are working side by side. Government intervention is there on the one hand, and on the other hand, private entrepreneurs also occupy very important place to determine the economic decisions of the nation. Then come to the next point, that is also discussed, positive economics and normative economics. So we all know that these two terms are related to science, positive and normative. So better to know the meaning of science or positive science and normative science, and then to know positive and normative economics. So what is science? It is nothing but systematic study of a particular knowledge. Then what is positive science? Positive science which throw light on the things as they are. And normative science. What is normative science? Which throw light on ought to be. So on the basis of these two, just to try to know the meaning of positive economics and normative economics. Yes, economics is also a science, but it is a social science. So positive economics explains the economic things or economic activities as they are, and normative economics which throw light on, that is economic activities, then it means ought to be, which is good or which is bad, which is right or which is wrong, which is better for the nation or which is not good for the nation. And come to the next very interesting point, micro and macro economics, and these two terms are also discussed. Just try to know once again what is micro and macro economics. Yes friends, micro and macro, these two terms are derived from two Greek words, micros and macros. Micros means small and macros means large. So what is microeconomics and what is macroeconomics? Microeconomics, it is the study of economic activities individual part, and macro, that is in general or aggregate. So microeconomics is that branch of economics which studies individual aspects of the economy. Example, per capita income, then consumption pattern of a particular individual, price and output policy of a particular firm. And on the other hand, macro. Macroeconomics is that branch of economics which study aggregate aspects of the economy in general. Take for example, national income of the country, gross domestic product of the nation, price and output policy of the industry, and so on. So these all are the very interesting topics which we covered in this chapter. So one more interesting thing, that is PPC is written here. What is that PPC? Production possibility curve, and which threw light on the different combinations of a production function, and that is also explained in the classroom with the help of beautiful example and numerical example. Yes friends, go through these all very interesting points, and it is a very easy chapter, and near about 10 marks that is given according to your blueprint. Okay, stay happy, take care.